Hey Mary, can you hear me? This is Mike in Austin. Can you? Are you ready to go?
Yeah, we are ready to go, and for confirmation, we are beginning in about 5 minutes, I guess, and we are followed by Czech Republic and Moscow, Russia, and then Turkey.
Right. I believe so. Moscow, they're having some problems going in and out, and we should be getting joined with Ghana, and there's no telling who's going to start, but we're going to try to start here on time. I'd like to welcome everybody to our monthly Food for Thought conference. It's brought to you by the auspices of the distance learning at Region 13 in Dale Valley.
Hello.
Hello. Hi. Yeah, if you can mute your if you can mute your microphone. If you can mute your microphone.
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna have to mute your microphone. We're gonna get some feedback.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you repeat?
We can see and hear you fine, but if you please mute your microphone, we won't have so much feedback. We're going to start with our school from Taiwan. Mary, could you introduce yourself and go ahead with your presentation? Then we'll go to the Czech Republic.
Okay, our school introduction.
Yes. Go ahead, Mary.
Hey, hello, I'm Jansen, and now this is National Valley
We
High
are
School.
from Poland.
We're located in the central part of Taiwan, Taichung, and there are totally about 2,000 people in our school, including students and teachers. We study from 7:20 to 5 p.m., and now it's 9 p.m. in Taiwan. I wish that everyone had a good day. Thank you.
Michael, would you like the other schools to introduce themselves before we begin our first presentation?
Yeah, let's go ahead with Poland first, and then 1357. Poland, go ahead. School 1357, Moscow, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello. Hello, my name is Sasha, and we are glad to greet you from Moscow, Russia. We are the students of the secondary school number 3057, which is situated on the east of the southeast of Moscow. Our school isn't very large. There are over 500 students in our school and about 40 teachers. It comprises primary, secondary, and high schools in one building, so we have students from 7 to 17 years old. Our school specializes in English language, which we study from the first grade. Except English, we have classes in Russian, literature, math, history, biology, physics, social studies, and PE. Our classes start at 8:30 and are over by 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And could we go ahead and have the other school identify themselves and tell us a little bit about your school, and then we'll go to Mary.
Hi, we are from Poland, from Częstochowa. Okay. We are going to junior high school, number 5 in Częstochowa. We are learning English, French, our national English, national language, and German. Of course. Okay. Of course, math, science, and PE. Okay, and there are my friends, Anya and Sandra, and our headmaster. And we are happy to see and hear us.
Thank you very much. And let's go back to Mary now in Taiwan for the presentation.
Hi, my name is Linda. My name is Molly.
My name is Sunny.
My name is Scott.
My name is Vivian. Today we are going to introduce Tang Hulu. Tang Hulu is a kind of traditional snack in Taiwan. It is made of syrup and fruit, and it usually looks like hulu, which is a container. It tastes sweet, so we call it Chang Hulu. When syrup becomes a solid state, it tastes crispy on the outside. The fruit inside the syrup is not crispy, but with the same flavor. You can also eat tanghulu, when the syrup is in a melting state. It will taste sticky and sweet. But usually we eat tanghulu that is in a starting state. This is a popular snack from the old times and is still popular now.
Tanghulu can be found in the night market and a temple fair. Tanghulu can be found in the night market and a temple fair. It also symbolizes a childhood memory in most people's life. Take myself for example. When I was a little girl, my grandfather often brought me to the temple fair near my home. Attracted by those mouth-watering tanghulus, I always request that my grandfather buy one for me. Even as time goes by, those sweet memories with my grandfather often came to my mind.
We are going to tell you the legend of tanghulu. Long time ago, an emperor's wife was seriously sick, and he was looking for the medicine to save his wife's life. Soon after, a man said that he has a method to cure his wife.
The man mixed also fruit with syrup. After the emperor's wife ate it, her sickness soon recovered. Then the secret recipe was made public to all people.
Tanghulu is a simply made treat in Taiwan. Everyone can make this treat at home. All you need to prepare is some sugar, some sticks, and hawthorn fruit, and the main fruit you like to eat. But we usually use strawberries, tomatoes, or kiwis.
Do you see our slide? Michael, do you see our slide? PowerPoint slide? Okay, good.
Here are the steps of making tanghulu. First, boil some water with sugar and wait until it turns into syrup. Then add some hawthorn fruit to it, and you will see it become a beautiful pomegranate color. Then cut the fruit pieces into medium-sized pieces and stick them together. And you can dip the fruit stick into the syrup and make sure it fully covers the fruit. After that, you can take it out and wait for it to cool down. And then you'll get a delicious tanghulu.
Okay, now we are going to teach you how to say tanghulu in Chinese. Please repeat after me. Tanghulu.
So now you can unmute your mics and repeat after.
Yeah, please repeat after me. Tanghulu. Please repeat after me. Tanghulu. Yeah, please again. Okay, thank you. Do you have any questions?
Questions? Are there any questions regarding the presentation?
I think what happened is that Mary, we dropped Moscow, and I'm trying to get them back. So give me just a second. See, I think they had a question. I'm getting one back from email. But Poland, do you have any questions from for the people from Taiwan?
No.
We don't have any.
Question.
Michael, do you have a question for us?
Yeah, I'm still not real sure what that is. Tell me exactly what it is in simple terms.
It is a fruit with syrup, and just like this, Yeah, it will be red and inside.
Okay, now
Yeah.
last time, last time, remember when the people from Ghana is telling us about the porcupine that said tastes just like chicken? What does this taste like?
What does it taste like?
It tastes crispy outside. Yeah, crispy outside the syrup, and inside the syrup is just like the same as the fruit. Yeah.
That sounds pretty delicious.
So it's actually fruit and various kind of fruit with sugar coatings, and it is put together with a stick like a skewer. And so kids or adults can carry it and eat it. You know, sort of like how a person would look like when he or she is eating cotton candy, something like that. Okay, we will move on to our second presentation, and then I'll hand the time over to check if they're up.
Hello, I'm Julia. Hi, I'm Shelly. I'm Anne.
I'm Michael.
I'm Terry.
Today we are going to introduce sago, also called ximilu in Chinese. Sago is a kind of dessert. It is popular not only in Taiwan but also in other countries of Asia. Now, Carrie will tell you where sago comes from.
Sago, also called tapioca pudding, has been popular among Chinese people. For example, you can find it in countries like Taiwan, China, Hong Kong, and even in Britain. Because it is delicious and convenient to make, it's available everywhere from street vendors to five-star hotels. It has many kinds of flavors, such as coconut milk and taro sago. You can also put in some fruits to make it more tasty. Because of its special look, it has many different nicknames in different countries. In England, school children traditionally nickname the dish frog eggs. American children often call it fish eyes and fruit.
To make sweet sour sago, you need 5 ingredients. First, you need taro, a kind of vegetable which is often used to make soup. It tastes a little sweet and it looks like a potato. Another thing you need is coconut milk. It is made of coconut, sugar, and some water. Sugar and water are also important ingredients to make sweet taro sago. So sago is made of sago palm. We call it with rice because sago looks like rice.
Now we are going to teach you how to make sweet taro sago. First, boil a pot of water and put in a sago. Cook it until water boils again. Cover the pot, turn off the heat, and stew for 20 minutes. When waiting, cut the sago into small lumps. Cook it with water until soft. And add some sugar and coconut milk. Cook it until the sugar melts. After it cools down, put it into a refrigerator.
Next, open the pot and stir it a little bit. Turn off the fire and boil it again. Stew it for another 10 minutes. The sago becomes transparent when it is well cooked. Now drain the sago from the water with the seeds. Pour it into a pot of cold water to cool. Finally, the last step is Mix all your ingredients together and enjoy it.
Well, after our introduction, do you feel hungry? Let's learn how to say sago in Chinese. Please repeat after us.
西米露. Now you can unmute your mic and learn to say it. In
西米露. Any questions?
our presentation.
Hey, Mary, thank you very much for the wonderful presentations, and I believe we have Ghana on now, as well as think we don't have Moscow back, but we may have Poland, and we're trying to work out our little technical difficulties because everybody's calling in on the same number, and that's what's causing people to bump off some. So we really do appreciate that. Ghana, did you have any questions for Taiwan?
Yes, we do have one question.
Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Jayla, and you call it fish eye and blue. What were you referring
They were referring to the different names that this dish would be referred to or called in other countries. And I'm not sure if it is correct, but they looked it up and they say that people in the USA call it fish eyes and glue because of the appearance or how it looks. It's actually a little small. It's small spheres, and it becomes translucent, transparent when it's well cooked. So and it's chewy. So probably that's why the name, that's where it came from. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hey, Mary, I think we're joined by the Czech Republic now too.
That's great. And if we don't have any more questions, I'm sure we are ready to hand over to them. The time.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mary. And could we have the last school just came in from Death Valley 7. Could you identify yourself, please?
Many people in the West.
Okay. Thank you, Poland. If you could mute your mic, Poland, it'd be real helpful.
We prepare yogurt cheesecake with blueberry.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. You need biscuits, walnuts, butter, mascarpone cheese, honey, vanilla, and of course yogurt, blueberries, fresh or frozen, sugar, and gelatin powder. It isn't very hard to do this cake. We need to make blueberry jelly. Pour a teaspoon of gelatin water, set aside. Put berries into a saucepan with sugar. Heat for 2-3 minutes until they begin to realize the juice. Blend to a smooth puree and pour through a sieve to give a smooth.
Okay, I think we had a little technical difficulties. They should be joining us momentarily. Could we, while we're waiting on Poland, could we have the people from the Czech Republic introduce themselves?
Hi, we are from Czech Republic. Can you hear us?
Can hear you fine, thank you. Go ahead.
So we have prepared for you a few Czech recipes for desserts, cakes, biscuits, and traditional sweets. I would like to start with a cake which is called bábovka. It's a traditional Czech cake. It's the easiest one to bake or to make. It is made from eggs, sugar, flour, and other stuff. And I would like you can add chocolate and other things as you like. It's optional. Hazelnuts. Process of making bábovka is pretty simple. First step is to separate the egg yolk from the whites. Then you whip the whites stiff. Beat the yolks with sugar. Add oil and hot water. You then again whip it. Mix flour with baking powder. You then add mixture of. Does anyone have a question? Someone said something. I didn't. I'll continue. Then you divide it into two parts. Grease the bottom of baking till and dust it with flour. I'm sorry. Then you pour 1/2 of the dough in the fill. Mix 2 spoons of cocoa or chocolate or hazelnut in the rest of dough and stir it properly. Then you bake it. It takes about 40 minutes. And then you take it out and serve. It's like bowl shape. It's like this, round shaped, with one hole inside, and that's it.
That sounded very good. Just one moment. I think you have another presentation. I just wanted to say, Moscow, if you get bumped off, please dial back on Del Valley 9 instead of Del Valley 3, and that will help you if you get bumped off again. Czech Republic, go ahead with your second presentation. Do you have another one, please?
All right, I'll switch with someone else.
Hello. I will tell you a recipe for puff pastry triangles. It's a traditional sweet for Czech Republic. You need puff pastry, marmalade, curd, sugar, and 1 egg. First, you can take the puff pastry from the fridge. I usually buy puff pastry which is already spread, ready for next steps. It saves your time and it's easier. Then you cook the dough for for small squares, 10 to 10 centimeters, I think. And then you need for the filling 1 egg, which you mix together with a tube of curd and 6 teaspoons of sugar. Next step, then you put some marmalade or curd in the middle of each square and fold the opposite corners. Sorry, I will show you how to make the triangle. This is the square. You can imagine in sorry. This corner you hold on. You get this shape triangle. And the filling you put in the middle of the square, and then you fold it like this. You can see it. Yeah, you must press the edges because during baking the stuff can escape from the shape from the dough. Next step is baking. You must bake in preheated oven for 160 degrees. I don't know, for quarter of hour, 10 minutes, until it gets brown. It's not as long. And before serving, you can sprinkle it with some sugar. And this is the end of the preparation. Then you can eat and enjoy your meal.
Thank you very much.
We have a question from Taiwan.
Go ahead.
What's the name? It's called the dessert code. Did you get the question?
Some of my
Go ahead,
friends
repeat it.
What's the name of the dessert code? What was the name of the dessert?
Yeah. Czech Republic, what was the name of that?
Puff pastry triangles.
Quite difficult to pronounce.
Triangles. It's the same dough as in croissant. Do you know?
Could you repeat that? We didn't get the last part.
I think she said it's the same in Russia.
Oh, okay.
Repeat.
We lost Natalia from Russia, though, so we're having a little trouble. So I'm sure she'll vouch for that later. Did you have another presentation, Czech Republic?
I think one of my friends can start with hello. So I will talk about. Yeah, I will talk about traditional sponge cake. It's good for celebrations or People in Czech Republic do it when they want to make somebody happy or when they want to surprise him. So you need flour, sugar, eggs, baking powder, and oil. That's very simple. The first step you must do is to preheat the oven to 170 degrees. Then beat eggs and sugar until the mixture is pale yellow and thick. Then add flour with baking powder. Sorry, could you repeat it? I didn't hear.
Keep on going, please.
Thank you. Then you must add flour with baking powder. Eventually add oil and beat well. Pour the mixture into the cake and bake for 30 or 40 minutes. When it's the cake in the oven, you can start with the cream. You must do the pudding and let it cool down. Then you must add cool pudding and butter, sugar, and beat it until the cream is smooth. Cut across the cold cake and apply a layer of cream. Then you must apply the cream on whole cake. Now you can pour cake with the chocolate icing, and the last step is decorating the cake. And that's all.
Thank you very much. Any questions on sponge cakes? Okay. Czech Republic, did you have another one? And Moscow, you'll be next, and then Ghana. Go ahead, Czech Republic.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have next. So thank you.
We will wait and continue later.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Moscow, if you could introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about the foods, and then we'll go to see if then Ghana. Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Sofia. We're from Russia. Many people in the West have heard about such traditional Russian dishes as borscht and shay, but not many of them know that this healthy diet of beetroot, buckwheat and cabbage is supplemented by a huge assortment of traditional Russian sweets. Russians really have a sweet tooth, and over the centuries they have come up with a wide selection of delicious treats. Today we are going to tell you about the most popular Russian desserts. If you are invited out to someone's house in Russia, you will be surely offered hot tea with something sweet. For example, Tula gingerbread, or pryaniki in Russian. Gingerbread can claim to be one of Russia's original sweets. A dessert called honey bread originated from ancient Egypt and came to Russia in the 9th century, when the legendary Rurik and Prince Oleg of Novgorod joined together East Slavic and Finno-Ugric tribes to form one unified state.
At that time, gingerbread was made from rye flour mixed with honey and berry juice. It got its modern name when people started enhancing this recipe with spices from India and Middle East, which first appears in Russia in 20th, 30th centuries. The most famous Russian gingerbread is from Tula, a town about 120 miles south of Moscow. It is a square slab of spicy cake filled with jam or condensed milk. In the late 1990s, Tula opened a museum devoted to the cake.
Hot bread rings called sushki, baranki and bubliki. All similar, round with a hole in the middle and made of sweet dough. But sushki are much smaller and drier. We usually eat them as a dessert with tea, but you can also dip them in something tasty, such as jam or sour cream, for example. There is an authentic Russian joke about bubliki. If you've eaten the bublik, what will remain? Can you guess? The hole from the bublik.
Is that a bagel?
If you have eaten the bublik, what will remain? The hole from the bublik.
Don't forget about pyrashki.
What does that taste like?
It tastes like sweet bread.
Oh, okay.
Don't forget about pyrashki. They're small, baked. Baked browned pasties filled with cabbage, rice and meat or homemade jam called varenya. Pyrashki are national Russian food. They are inseparable from Russian national culture as they culture as they appear in many Russian fairy tales, for example, Masha and the Bear.
Eating pyrashki doesn't take lots of time. We could say they're Russian fast food. You can buy them in any bakery or in the food stalls in the street or in the school canteen, but the best ones are those made by my mother. We also love delicious pies with many kinds of fillings in all shapes and sizes.
There are also plenty of cakes which Russians call torts. They are not necessarily Russian, but Russified a long time ago. For example, a famous cake, Napoleon. One of the best Russian desserts is cake ptitchye молоко, bird's milk cake. This cake with a misleading name is a thick slice of marshmallow covered with chocolate. Bird's milk was the first cake to be patented in the Soviet times. Its official recipe was developed by a group of confectioner under the leadership of Vladimir Guralnik, a legend in the world of Russian sweets, who was the chef dessert maker at the Prague restaurant in Moscow. The bird's milk recipe is derived from fresh marshmallows, but with several important amendments. This cake is still extremely popular in Russia. Thank you for your attention.
I just kind of wondering how those go with porcupine. Our friends from Ghana was showing us porcupine last month. So I was just wondering, how does that cabbage roll taste?
We have mentioned pyrashki with cabbage.
I guess it was the one right there in the middle. Kind of. Yes. Mm-hmm.
We bake them. It is a pastry which cabbage inside.
Mary? Doesn't Chinese food have a cabbage roll too?
A cabbage roll, as in made of dough?
Well, a cabbage roll made with something. I know they serve it here in Chinese restaurants. I didn't know. But sure not for dessert, is it?
I'm not sure if it's of the same ingredient
No,
or if we are thing. But I
it's
wanted to
different.
comment on that it was a good thing that we were muted because my students here were ooh and ahhing so loudly, and it reached the climax when they showed us the last piece of, the chocolate cake piece.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Ghana. My name is Kwabna Ebo, and I wanted to ask, the one with the chocolate on top looks like it's vanilla with chocolate on top. How does it taste like?
Did you get that, Moscow? What does that chocolate cake taste like?
It is very tasty.
It
is sweet.
I didn't know it was a chocolate cake. That's why I asked. Sorry, but thank you.
I have a question. So, are you guys going to eat all of them right now?
There is an echo. We can't hear.
Are you all going to eat it right now?
She wants to know if you're going to eat it.
We are so hungry. We would like to eat everything.
Bite into the circle one that almost looks like a bagel. Can we see you bite into it to see the texture of it?
Покажите камеру так наверх прям.
Ooh! Wow, that looks really good.
Покажите вверх.
Oh, that looks good. That looks delicious. Thank you.
Okay. I guess it's time to go to Ghana then. Ghana, do you want to go ahead with your presentations?
Yes, we sure would. Just go there.
Hi, my name is Jewel, and the name of our school is Mati Messier. It means I have kept what I have learned. It's an Ojibwe symbol in the Ghana culture. All of us are in high school, and today our presentation is about desserts. Now, otherwise in our language, we'll say desserts as sweets or sweet after meals. Ghana, as you may already know, is a tropical country, so therefore we have a lot of tropical fruits. Many people in Ghana eat fruits as snacks or desserts. In other words, we are not very keen on desserts, or many of what we call desserts will not be sweet enough to you. But they are certainly delightful. We will share with you bodongo, which is plantain cake. And Nkate Boto, which is peanut brittle. Kube Boto, which is coconut candy. Buffalo, which is like a sweet bread, and milk and chocolate ice cream. So please enjoy.
Hi everybody. My name is Nana Ama.
Hi, my name is Alika.
And we all know today is about, desserts, sweeties. So we want to get started.
And the first one we're going to do is the fried bread.
Here in Ghana, it's called bodongo.
But in other countries, we call it fried bread. So the fried bread, you have yeast. So the fried bread, you have the yeast, flour, sugar, eggs, and salt water. So you mix all of this together. And then after that, you roll it out, and then you put it in separate bars. And then after that, you let it rise, and then you fry it on the low fire.
So this is the flour. Can you see it? And this is the milk. So like she said, you put all these ingredients in it, and then after it rises, you fry it. So the next one we're gonna do is.
And this is the fried bread after it's been fried.
Oh yeah.
And the next one we're going to do
you can call it Nkate Broto.
But in other countries, we know it as peanut brittle. And you melt the sugar. You take the sugar, you melt it, and you roast the peanuts. But when you roast it, these are the ingredients. The ground up are peanuts, ground up paste. So you melt the sugar in the pan, and then after that you add your roasted peanuts, and then you add peanut butter. You mix all this together, and then after that you take it, lay it out. But this, you have to move fast, because if you don't move fast, it's going to be hard. So you take it, lay it out, and roll it. And when it's roll out flat, you cut it into shapes. And then if you want to add, these are the peanuts.
These are the peanuts that.
If you want to add some chocolate spread on it, you can if you want.
You also use peanut butter in making of Nkate Broto or peanut brittle.
And this is the chocolate spread.
Now, if you don't have your own chocolate spread, you can make your own. You can use cocoa powder, milk, or condensed milk, and a little touch of water, not a lot. And you mix it together. And then when it's ready, you put it on the peanut butter.
And we do have a lot of chocolate in Ghana, because cocoa comes from where?
Ghana. So the next one we're going to do is Kube Broto.
And this is just like the peanut butter. You take the sugar, you melt it. And the coconut that we use is the hard coconut. So because of time, we usually put it out in the sun, but because of time, we put it in the oven. And when you put it in the oven, it turns this color. And then after that, it dries it out. And you grate the coconut. And then you add it with the sugar.
So this is how the coconut looks before it's grated. And then when you grate it, this is how it looks. And then like she said, after you put it in the oven, or when they usually put it in the sun, because of the time we did it in the oven. But after you do that, it looks more brown. Like that.
And then you mix it with the sugar. And this one is time too. If you don't move fast, it's going to get real hot. So you got to hurry up and make it into different bars. And that's when it becomes like this.
So the next one we're going to do is Bodongo. Bodongo is a very Bodongo, and in different places around the country we call it banana bread. Yes. So but the only difference is that you use plantain instead of bananas. Most people here in Ghana, they have farms, or you can get it from the corner store or the market. But you can get your plantain. You should get it when it's like blackish, reddish, or yellowish. That is when it's very sweet. So when you get it like that, this is after you peel it, this is how it looks. And then you mush it or mash it. Yeah. And after you mash it, you add some palm oil. And after you add your palm oil, you add spices like ginger and pepper and cloves. These are some cloves, if you can see them. And you add another type of spice. It's like clove and like nutmeg. It's in between those two. So after you add that, you mix it all together. So you get your pan, whatever shape pan you like, and you put palm oil in it, and you make sure the oil is around it. So when you pour the mixture inside it and it cooks for like about an hour, it wouldn't stick when it's time to come out. So when it comes out, this is how it looks.
Yummy.
The ingredients are ripe plantain, corn flour, sugar, and spices. Some people also add peanuts to it. Some people add it in between, or they put it on top for decoration and taste. And the last one we're going to do is ice cream. This ice cream is different. It's not like the one that you have on the cone or you have in the cup. This is one of the ice creams that we make here in Ghana. This ice cream is made out of sugar, milk, and eggs. I know you're familiar with powdered milk, white sugar, and eggs. So you sift your milk in the sifter and sift the milk into the water, and then add your sugar, mix it, crack your eggs in it, and then you mix it together. You put it on the fire. Don't let it boil. Just let it cook until you see foam coming on top, and then you let it cool and bag it. And when you bag it, you can freeze it, and it looks like this. And yeah, here in Ghana, people love milk. All these desserts that we told you about, kids usually eat it like on break time or after school. Special occasions, birthday parties. So now we are going to take a few of the classmates up to taste it. And these is different flavors of the ice cream. One is milk and one is chocolate. So they're all just gonna take a little taste just to show you the texture of it. Everybody go. We're out of time. Just go. Take a bite, show them the texture, maybe how it breaks up, so you can just get a feel for the taste of it. You guys just get them? And this is the end of our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ghana. Are there any questions? Either Taiwan, Czech Republic, or Moscow? Any questions?
Do you like chocolate? Do you like chocolate?
Especially.
Do you eat much chocolate?
Yes,
all the time.
Chocolate ice cream, chocolate cake, chocolate cookies, chocolate everything. Chocolate milk, chocolate
And
My mother
which chocolate do you like more, milk or dark chocolate?
Milk chocolate.
Milk chocolate.
A lot of them like dark chocolate. What they might even call milk chocolate to you will still be dark chocolate. And we like to have the cocoa powder fresh, and we make hot drinks with it, which is very good for your body as it is. So yes, dark chocolate. Yes.
Is chocolate relatively inexpensive in Ghana?
Yeah, unless it's imported, it's not expensive at all because of how it's grown here. It's grown a lot here, so it's not expensive.
Go ahead, Moscow. You had a question?
Taiwan has a question.
What does the ice cream taste like?
I can't. It tastes so good. I can't, give you the taste of it, but it tastes milk. You taste your milk in there. You taste your vanilla. It's creamy.
It's the kind of ice cream you will want your kids to stay off if they haven't drank any water, because they could eat a lot of ice cream when they come from school, or on a sunny day they'll want to have a lot. So it's really good. It's very refreshing to have.
Not too sweet.
And it's not too sweet. Over here in Ghana, a lot of our desserts don't have a lot of sugar in. The sugar is just right, just to taste. Not overly sweetened.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Any questions from the Czech Republic? Well, if there aren't any more, excuse me, if there aren't any questions, and it appears that most of our other presentation or presenters today didn't show up, so we're at the end of our presentations for this month. I would like to thank the people from Poland who gave us about blueberries. I'd like to thank the people from the Czech Republic who did some really nice recipes there from different things. I'd like to thank Mary again from Taiwan with the two real nice presentations, and thank our friends from Ghana with all those fantastic, impressive foods. We're going to do this again on December the 18th. We changed our date to the 18th for next month, and next month we're going to be year-end recipes, or like New Year's or Christmas or whatever. In our culture, it could be different in other cultures, but end of the year type of recipes. I know in Taiwan, their end of the year doesn't start until the New Year, but we could talk about traditional types of celebrations like that and food, so it should be pretty good. That'll be December the 18th. And I would like to say that we'll be joined on that day with some schools from Iran and a couple other schools as well. And hopefully this next time they won't all call in on the same channel, so that will help out quite a bit. Before we leave, was somebody in the Czech Republic wanted to say something?
Thank you. We have to go, and we will send you our recipes, and the pictures of them.
Okay, if everybody would send those to me, and then we can send them out, that would be really great. I got some of them already, and we were going to be joined by a couple schools in India. I sent those out. It's a traditional holiday in India today, so they'll be here on the 18th as well. So thank you so much from Del Valley, and we will see you guys later. Thank you so much. Bye. Bye.